Hey guys, it's Afraid Cure, and I'm just want to show you guys a new editing effect that I found. It's actually has to do with Windows, or it could be found in Windows. And for Mac users, I think you should have something like this. I don't have a Mac, but you should be able to catch on through the tutorial. And it's a nice effect. I mean, you could do a lot with it. Like, I just found this out. You could probably do a lot more than what I do, but I'm just doing the basic right here. So first thing you need to do is get the song that you want to use in your edit or episode or whatever you're doing, and you need to download it. So I'll just use I'll just use this song. Alright, now when you click on it, you should be in Windows Media Player. Now if you're not in Windows Media Player, now you have to right click it and you have to go open with and then Windows Media Player. So at first you might have something like this or that, or you might even have this thing that I really hate. It's really gay. But which one to go is bars and waves, and you could either go scope or you could go bars, whichever one fits your sort of edit. You could do more with scope, I think, than you can bars, but if you're doing like a hardcore like techno edit, then you might want this, but you could do a lot more with bars, I think. And yeah, so I'm just gonna use scope. I mean, yeah, you could do a lot more with scope, not bars, my bad. So what you want to do is you just want to record from the beginning. I'm not going to go record from the beginning though. I'm going to record from right from where the bass kicks in. Alright, so I'll go 116. Now you're going to have to remember that if you want to start there. But if you're going to have it throughout, if you're going to have the effect throughout the entire video, then you could just record the entire thing. Now I use Hypercam because I'm just doing it's laggy and it's horrible, but this is just a tutorial and I'm not actually using this to edit with in a legit edit. So you could find any other screen recorder. Like, you could find the best screen recorder you can, and if it's a paid for one, you could probably find a Crack or Keygen for it. I'm just saying. So yeah, I just use Hypercam. You could download that if you want to. But now what you want to do is just record record this area. If you could see my mouse, record the green bar area, and just press play and record, and just record how long you want. And whenever you want the effect to end, or if you're having it throughout your entire video, just record till the end. Just stop that and stop recording. Now you should see in the bottom left corner when it first plays, it'll give you the clip name. For example, mine was clip 002. So all I have to do is just open up Sony Vegas Pro. Now you want to import your video. I'll just go for quad, and it's gonna be a little bit longer effect, so I'll just add a few other clips just so you can see how it looks. What should I do? And I'll go one more. Alright, that's pretty long, but it'll be fine. Now what you want to do is import the song that you just recorded with using Windows Media Player. And I already have a pre-run recorded that I first tested out, and I use Proud Feeling by Ollie B, and just import that. Alright, so now you want to import the Windows media, the one that you used, the green bars that you recorded. Mine was called clip 002 or clip 0002. So you could just drag that into Sony Vegas from your little search bar if you can't find it, and put that in Sony Vegas. So that's going to be down here now, and delete the audio track. Delete the audio track over here on the left side, if you can see my mouse, over here. Next thing you want to do is, if you're using HyperCam, let me drag this up here real quick. Let me make a new layer. Drag that up here. Okay. So if you're using HyperCam, which I really don't recommend you to use if you're doing a legit edit for somebody, but you'll be able to see the one frame in the beginning will have that little window opened up, so you could just split that and delete that whenever. My bad. And then at the end, whenever you stop recording, if you don't use the hotkey, then you had to open up the window, so you can see that. You could just split and cut that whenever that happens. Now, when you're recording, when you're recording this, you can't get your mouse in the way of recording. Just to let you know, you can't get anything in the way. So yeah, just to let you know. And now, what you want to do is you want to click on this thing right here, the composing mode. It's right next to the levels. It's like the little 2 green box that says CC on it. It looks. And then go to Add. It's right underneath Custom. So now you'll see you have this little it's the bar, but unfortunately for HyperCam it looks a little bit laggy, and when you use Add, it makes the nice dark green color turn to sort of like a yellowish green. Now if you want that color, you could go ahead and be my guest and use it. You could just have it right across the screen if you want to, but I'm going to take it a little bit step further. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to first drag this down to the bottom, so it's sort of like at the bottom of the screen, and that also looks good. I mean, if you could see the screen, it looks alright. It looks kind of trashy. It depends. I mean, you can make it look, I mean, if you're really experienced, you could do whatever. But I mean, if you could see the screen, it actually looks pretty decent. It looks a little bit trashy though. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back into pan crop, and I'm gonna scroll out of here. There we go. And I'm just going to make it a little in the corner, right hand corner. You could do that by making the box bigger. So now if you could see, it's like in the bottom right hand side, and it still doesn't have that. If you want a dark green color, you'll notice that it doesn't have that. It has this still sort of lime green, or like a yellowish. So now what you could do is go into video effects, and you could go into color curve and just throw in the default. Now underneath where it says channel, you could click green, and you could just drag it to how green you want it. So I'm going to drag my green all the way up and over, and this all the way down and to the left. That's a nice green color right there. And now obviously, since you add a color correction, it's going to be a tiny bit laggy. If you're on the best quality, it might be. I'm not sure. It depends how fast your computer is or good. But when you do go into draft auto, it will look yellow and really shitty. So just to let you know, it's not really shitty. Just put it into best auto if you want to see how actually sick it is. And at the end of the video, I guess I'll show you a little clip. But I mean, you could expand a lot more than what you already have if you're experienced with Sony Vegas. And I'll keep you updated if I find anything else you could use. So yeah.